Hi guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for stopping by to watch this video. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing TV shows that you guys can catch up on during lockdown. This video was inspired by my love for TV shows. Everyone who knows me knows that I love TV series so much, and they just help me to pass time, usually after a long day of work, or maybe on the weekends, or after you've done all that, you can catch up on a TV show. And I really enjoy watching different TV shows. That's why I decided to share. Since you guys have enough time during lockdown, maybe you can spend some time catching up on these TV shows. So I hope you enjoy the video and I hope you watch the shows. So the first TV show that I would recommend is Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy is a medical drama that is about surgical interns, and it's based on surgical interns who are working with their supervisors. So it's a drama TV show, but it also has a bit of medical drama. So I really enjoy this series because there's so many characters, and the characters just have a lot of drama going on. And then the other thing about this series that you never know what's going to happen. So it's really nice to watch, because then you're able to follow their lives, who is falling in love with who, what has happened, who dies, and I don't want to spoil for you guys, so enjoy the series. And the second TV show that I would recommend is The Last Kingdom. So now The Last Kingdom, I actually found out this series during lockdown. No? I don't usually watch like ancient series. For some reason, I don't find them interesting. Like, I'm not those Game of Thrones kind of people who watch those series. But during lockdown, I just landed on this series and decided to check it out. And it has 3 seasons, but it was amazing. I was so hooked throughout the 3 seasons that I'm now waiting for season 4. And it's interesting in a way that it's set in the 19th century. England has 7 separate kingdoms, so it has a lot of action, but ancient action. So they have like swords, even the villages. Like, I feel like their cinematography was so good that you would enjoy the series, and you never know what's happening. They have very rich characters, and they'll end, like, some characters will just stop on like season 1, but you will see that their time was done and you continue enjoying. So I think the writers really did an amazing job. The third TV show that I'd recommend is You. Now, You, that series, like, on another level. It's a thriller TV show, and it's my friend recommended it to me, and I watched season 1, and like every single episode that I would watch, I would be like, why am I watching this? It's about a guy called Joe. He's a store-bought manager, and he gets a crush, like a crush on this female writer called Beck, and she comes into the bookstore, and he has like a crush. So in the beginning you're like, okay, maybe it's just a normal crush, but the guy just gets obsessive, follows her, even reaches the point of eliminating people who are close to her. So it's one of those series that you never know what's going to happen next, and like every episode would leave me shocked, and then I'd keep asking myself why I'm still watching it. But yeah, I enjoyed it so much. So the fourth TV show that I would recommend is The Blacklist. So now The Blacklist has 7 seasons currently, and it's based on Raymond Reddington, who is a former fugitive, and the FBI has been looking for him. So he finally, hands himself over to, the FBI, and then they just show the relationship with the lady in the FBI who he only talks to, and he comes like offering help to the FBI to help them, because he's a fugitive and has all these connections. So he's helping them, arrest criminals. But it's a whole other series. So you go through the blacklist and through the different fugitives that they catch, but it's really interesting. I also love that TV show. Fifth TV show that I would recommend is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Now, Brooklyn Nine-Nine is a comedy, and I'm the kind who likes laughing. So any comedy TV show, I will tune into it. And Brooklyn Nine-Nine, it's like, if you want a good dose of laughter, that's the TV show to go to. It's about a police department called the the 99, and they're based in Brooklyn, New York. So they show you their lives through, you know, like going through the cases, New York cases, arresting people, things like that. But it's such clean and funny comedy that is, if you're a comedy show person, you'll definitely enjoy this one. The sixth TV show that I would recommend is How to Get Away with Murder. So I watched How to Get Away with Murder when it had just come out, and I did 2 seasons. It's based on Annalise. So this lady is like a criminal defense lawyer who is also a professor at the same time, and she teaches these upcoming law students. So this series is intense. Like, it's, I remember when I watched, like when I just started watching it, I was so hooked. Like, so hooked because they get entangled in sort of a murder, and like you never know what's going to happen next. So I was so hooked, and I remember I watched, I think, up to season 3, but then you know that time when you're waiting for a new season to come out, I kind of lost track, but I'll be watching it again in lockdown. But I highly recommend this one. It's so intense, and I think now they are like on season 8, so there's enough time to watch. So the seventh TV show that I'd recommend is The Bold Type. Now, The Bold Type is based on 3 ladies: Kat, Saturn, and Jane Sloan. So it's based in New York. They work for a magazine which is called Scarlet Magazine. So this series is interesting in a way that it's not, the plot is not so intense, but it's enjoyable. So it's like one of those series that you watch on a chill day, because you can, you know, follow the storyline. You don't have to know what happened here and catch up too much, but it's also interesting, and there's a bit of drama, so it's also nice. Are we on the 7th? Yeah. Now, the 7th TV show that I'd recommend is Suits. Now, Suits is a legal drama, and it's based on Harvey Specter. Now, Harvey Specter is like the best lawyer in New York, and he gets in touch with a college dropout who is called Mike. So Mike just comes into his office during interviews, because he was running, I think, he was being chased, and then he was running at some point. Then he went into this, anyway, you watch the series and find out. So he interviews him, and after interviewing him, he finds that he was so intelligent, but he was a college dropout. So they hire him, but without finding out while hiding the fact that he's not like supposed to be a lawyer, but he's intelligent and he solves all these cases. So you go through the series with Harvey starting out. You know, there's Jessica Pearson, whose wardrobe is always on point. So it's also like, it has a lot of drama, and it's also like, you know, that legal drama of how they win cases and all that. So it's also an interesting TV show that you should check out. Now, the other TV show that I would recommend, yes, so the 9th TV show that I'd recommend is Station 19. Now, Station 19 is based on a group of firefighters. So if you've watched Grey's Anatomy, this is like, it's like a sequel of Grey's Anatomy, if that's the word. No, a sequel is for a movie. But yeah, it's like, it was based on Grey's Anatomy and written by the same people. But this series it's talking about firefighters. So their station is 19, and it has drama. So if you enjoy like drama, but with a bit of action, because they are firefighters, so it has series where like episodes where like they are getting people out of fire, where they're running to the fire, where they're at the fire station. So it's a mixture of a bit of that, the firefighters action, and also the drama bit where you get into their personal lives. And this series is also interesting. It always has me in tears because there are certain episodes that are so emotional, but I love it so much. And yeah, you can check that out as well. So the last series that I would recommend you guys to watch is The Resident. So The Resident is a medical drama, and it just shows these young doctors, and they're working at this, I think it's a memorial hospital. So I just started watching this one, and I find it interesting. It's a bit slow in like the first first, like in the middle-ish there, but then it has a good story. So, and it also has a bit of, they look into their work lives and also their personal lives. So it's just comes all together and it's interesting. So I just started watching this one, and I'd also recommend that you check it out. They have, I think, 3 seasons. So I have now enough time to, catch up on all that. So that's the TV shows that I would recommend you watch during lockdown. I don't know what you guys are watching. You can let me know in the comment section below. What are you watching in lockdown if you are? And if you're not, maybe these recommendations will help you and you can find something to watch. That is, if TV is your kind of thing. I understand there are people who don't love TV and all that, but if TV is your kind of thing and you love TV shows, then you can check out these TV shows also. Otherwise, I hope you're staying home and you're staying safe. I hope you're washing your hands. I invite you to watch my video, and I'll see you in another one. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Bye!